Another Cincinnati City Council member faces a felony charge tonight.
Wendell Young is the first to be charged in the so-called Gang of Five scandal. Local 12's James Pilcher has more on today's developments and also a look at what could happen, how Young could be replaced.
Thanks, Paula. Actually, Wendell Young faces criminal penalties of maximum between 3 and 5 years if he's convicted. But obviously, his political future is now in doubt. Just remember, earlier this year, he was trying to run for mayor, and now he faces possible pressure to step down from his council seat that he's held for 11 years. But all of this has also renewed the spotlight on how city council can or can't police themselves or remove themselves. And it's led for some to call for changing that system.
We have to have a mechanism in place that's faster than the probate court process or the attorney general process, which each can take weeks or months.
That's Republican Councilmember Betsy Sunderman on how the process for how a council member can be replaced or removed needs to be changed. She has called for Young, a Democrat, to resign. But Sunderman also has a charter amendment on the May ballot. It would allow council to vote to remove a member under indictment and automatically remove someone convicted of a felony while in office.
If someone is indicted for a felony involving their duties as a council member, so that would be here because these were texts involving his duties as a council member, then all of city council would get to vote on whether that person is suspended.
If Young were to resign, his designee would pick his replacement. He has picked fellow Democrat Chris Seelbach in that role. But if Young temporarily steps down or is suspended by Ohio Attorney General David Yost, the replacement would be left to a Hamilton County probate judge. Such judges, both Republicans, picked the replacements for P.G. Sittenfeld and Jeff Pastor. Both those council members temporarily stepped down following their indictments on federal corruption charges. One of those replacements includes Steve Gooden, a Republican former prosecutor who is also proposing changes.
The judge stepped in, and this weird state law process had to be called upon because council had never put forward its own rules on expulsion and censure.
Young wouldn't comment when reached by phone, and his lawyer Scott Croswell also wouldn't discuss the council seat. Attorney General Yost's office didn't respond to requests for comment. Now, just as a reminder, Young faces these charges for tampering with records because he deleted text messages off his cell phone that that this Gang of Five were holding in violation of open meetings rules. Now, I did reach out to most of council today. Only Sunderman and Gooden would go on camera with us. And I also reached out to Mayor John Cranley's office, didn't get a response, and no one called back from the Hamilton County Democratic Party today. Reporting live from City Hall downtown, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
Thank you, James. Local 12 did get a statement from Vice Mayor Christopher Smitherman. Now, he says, here's how it reads: "It saddens me to learn that another member of council has been indicted. I am praying for Councilmember Young and his family. I am heartened to learn that the investigation is completed. It represents a new beginning for the city." Stay tuned to Local 12 or log on to local12.com for any more developments on this story and the other corruption cases involving City Hall.